an animal that not many people have, and because some animals that are very rare, people need to know information on them, and not many people do them. And I'm trying to make this video not as long as the last video I did, which was forever. So today's animal is going to be a mice, and I'm going to be focusing on just the basics of caring for a mice. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Okay, so the basics for caring about a mice are pretty simple, yet some parts are difficult. So I'm going to be focusing on diet, equipment that you will need, habitat, and also exercise. And I'm also going to be saying if you will need 1, 2, 3, or how many mice you will need. So I haven't got much experience with mice, but I think that mice will do good with other mice that maybe they are relative for. Please don't write nasty comments, because I don't know a whole lot of information about mice. So please, if you have any information that you want to give other mice parents, please write it in the comments below. So probably I think that 2 mice do great together. So now I will go on to diet. So let's go. Okay, so the diet for mice are pretty similar to other rodents. So mice are mostly fed on nuts, seeds, berries, sort of like that foraging diet. So here I have my homemade rodent mix, and this just has like lots of cereals, proteins like oats, lots of flakes of cereal. It also has cranberries, and yeah, so anything with a good source of nuts and seeds is a good diet for your mice. You can either make homemade like I did, or you can go to the pet store and buy some. I recommend making your own, because pet store mueslis for mice and rats usually contain lots and lots of sugar. Whether if you make your own, you can just add like a couple of oats, cereals together with low sugar, and yeah, then you have your own rodent mix. And remember, mice have to have a constant fresh supply of clean water, either in a drip-free bottle or a ceramic bowl that they cannot tip over. So now on to the next thing. We are going to be talking about equipment that you need for your mice. So let's go. So when lots of people buy mice, they don't really know what sort of habitat to get, what sort of play equipment, bedding, all that stuff. So I'm going to talk about it now. And I'm trying not to be that long, because yesterday's video was very long. So equipment, obviously you're going to need a habitat. Now I really recommend one that is as big as you can buy, because even though mice are small animals, they will need a good running space, and you can also add levels in there. That's also great for mice, because they can climb on different levels. You can either buy the habitat at maybe pet store, or you can even DIY it, which I really recommend doing, because you can make it in your own space, and also you can add as many levels as you want. So yeah, that's the main points about choosing a habitat. And try and choose one that your mice can't squeeze through the bars, or if it's plastic, I don't really recommend plastic. Also, another great mouse habitat is a fish tank. Now, I've seen lots of videos where people keep their mice or maybe gerbils, hamsters in fish tanks, and I really think it's a great idea, because fish tanks offer a huge amount of space. Also, you can look inside and see a mouse, and also you can decorate the outside with whatever you want. So yeah, that's also a great cheap idea for a mouse habitat. So what you'll also need is obviously a bowl for the food and a bottle, and you're also going to need a wheel. So wheels provide mouse with lots of exercise, so a wheel should at least be big enough so your mouse doesn't bend their back, and try not try not to get a wire one, try to get a plastic one, and there's lots of plastic ones on the market, so yeah. And you're also obviously going to need bedding. There's lots of different beddings that you can use for your mice, like you can use DIY homemade shredded non-ink paper. So if you have a paper shredder, just shred some paper. You can also use Carefresh, KT, or you can use pallets. I don't really recommend wood shavings, but yeah, of course you can use that. And I don't recommend fleece because rodents, like mice, love to dig. So you should have at least that much bedding for your mouse to dig because they absolutely love digging. That's why I recommend bedding that they can dig in. Obviously you're going to need lots of chew toys like wooden blocks, children's toys. Yeah, just lots of stimulation, lots of toys, some maybe dog toys, cat toys, and bendy bridges, lots of wooden toys that your mouse will love to climb. Maybe you can have underground tunnels, and yeah, just sort of that. That will make your house, your habitat for your mouse very interesting for your mouse, and change it up every so often so your mouse will not get bored. So now I'm going to be talking about exercise. So let's go. Okay, so mice need quite a lot of exercise even though they are small. Like they don't need a huge amount, but they need enough to get them fit and healthy. So a great way to provide lots of exercise is to provide a huge floor space cage, or even a wheel, but I recommend both. So a huge cage will give them lots of exercise with the toys, plus a wheel will give them extra exercise to make them nice and fit and healthy. So it's pretty simple. Mouse care is like pretty simple, but yes, sometimes it can be difficult. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and hopefully it's shorter than the last video. And yeah, please make sure you subscribe and write in the comments below which videos you would like me to do, and I will see you later. Bye.